Think about the last time you felt an overwhelming pressure to make a decision fast. Maybe it was a limited time offer that vanished at midnight, a countdown timer ticking on your screen, or a partner standing in front of you with an ultimatum that left no room to breathe. In that moment, something inside you shifted. Your heart raced, your thoughts blurred, and before you even had a chance to think clearly, you acted. But here is the question that most people never stop to ask. Was that decision truly yours? Or was it carefully engineered by someone who understood your psychology far better than you understood it yourself? The human brain is a remarkable organ, but it carries ancient wiring that was built for survival in a world very different from the one we inhabit today. When our ancestors faced a scarce resource, food, shelter, safety, hesitation could mean death. The brain learned to treat scarcity as danger and urgency as a command. That instinct kept the human species alive for thousands of years. But today, that same instinct is being quietly, deliberately, and systematically exploited. Marketers know it. Salespeople know it. And in many cases, the people closest to you know it too. When a retailer flashes the words, "Only 3 left in stock," your brain doesn't calmly evaluate whether you need that item. Instead, it fires a neurological alarm, flooding your body with cortisol and dopamine in a cocktail designed to push you toward immediate action. Research confirms that scarcity heightens activity in the brain's reward centers, creating a rush of excitement that mimics the feeling of winning. That rush bypasses your prefrontal cortex, the rational, deliberate part of your mind, and hands control over to your emotional brain, the part that reacts before it reflects. Psychologists call this loss aversion, a principle demonstrated by Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky, which reveals that the pain of losing something feels nearly twice as powerful as the pleasure of gaining something of equal value. This is why "don't miss out" hits harder than "you could gain something great." This is why a ticking timer creates more anxiety than a standing offer. And this is why, once a manipulator understands this mechanism, they don't need to force you into anything. They simply need to frame the situation correctly, and your own mind will do the rest. You were never given a choice. You were given the illusion of one. Once you understand how scarcity works in the marketplace, you begin to see its shadow in places far more personal and far more damaging. Think about the toxic relationship that began with overwhelming affection, gifts, attention, declarations of love that felt almost too good to be real. Psychologists call this love bombing, a calculated strategy used by manipulative partners to create emotional dependency before the real control begins. And then, without warning, the warmth disappears. It is replaced by coldness, withdrawal, and ultimatums. "If you don't do this, I'll leave. You have until tonight to decide. Other people would be grateful to have someone like me." Suddenly, the emotional abundance you were shown becomes scarce, and your brain, trained by everything that came before, begins to panic. This is not love. This is a psychological trap, and it follows the exact same architecture as a high-pressure sales tactic. The salesperson who tells you, "This price is only available today," and the partner who says, "Decide now or I'm walking out," are using the same lever. They are manufacturing artificial scarcity to override your ability to think, reflect, and choose freely. Social media has become the most sophisticated arena for this kind of manipulation at scale. Every notification, every viral trend, every post showing someone living what appears to be an extraordinary life is quietly whispering to your nervous system that you're falling behind. Researchers at the National Institute of Health found that FOMO, the fear of missing out, is directly linked to neurological pathways associated with social belonging and self-worth. It is not simply envy. It is a deeply wired human need for connection being exploited by algorithms designed to maximize your anxiety. Because an anxious mind is an engaged mind, and an engaged mind is a profitable one. Around 60% of consumers admit to making a reactive purchase within 24 hours of feeling FOMO, with that number rising to 69% among millennials. These are not coincidences. These are engineered outcomes. The people designing these systems understand your psychology more intimately than most people in your life ever will. They understand that when you feel left out, you will reach for your phone. That when you feel behind, you will spend money you did not plan to spend. That when you feel unloved, you will accept treatment you would never otherwise tolerate. The mechanism is always the same. Create a feeling of scarcity, attach it to something you deeply value, and then offer yourself as the only solution available. But only right now. Only if you act fast. So what do you do with this knowledge? How do you begin to dismantle a system that has been woven into the fabric of your daily life with such precision and such patience? The answer is not to become cold, detached, or distrustful of every human interaction. The answer is awareness, the kind of slow, deliberate, deeply personal awareness that changes the way you move through the world. The first and most powerful tool you possess is the pause. Not the hesitation born from fear, but the conscious, intentional pause that says, I see what is happening here, and I'm going to take a moment before I respond. Neuroscience supports this completely. When you interrupt the automatic stress response triggered by urgency, you re-engage your prefrontal cortex, the seat of rational thought, long-term planning, and genuine decision-making. You literally change which part of your brain is in control. A genuine opportunity, a genuine relationship, and a genuine offer can all withstand the test of time. If something disappears the moment you pause to think, it was never truly yours to begin with, and more importantly, it was never truly real. Ask yourself, in any moment of pressure, who benefits from my urgency right now? That single question is a lens that can cut through almost any manipulation. In the realm of sales, a product worth buying will still be worth buying tomorrow. In the realm of relationships, love that evaporates the moment you ask for space was never love, it was leverage. And in the realm of social media, a life that looks extraordinary in a 15-second clip is almost always a performance, carefully edited to trigger your insecurities and keep you scrolling. You are not behind. You are not missing out. You are simply being told that you are, by systems and people who profit from your belief in that story. Psychological self-defense is not about arrogance or isolation. It is about understanding the invisible forces that shape your choices, so that, for the first time, those choices are truly your own. The moment you recognize the pattern of fear, scarcity, and urgency being used against you, something profound shifts inside you. The pressure does not disappear immediately, but it loses its authority over you. You begin to see the strings, and once you see the strings, you are no longer the puppet. You are the one holding the power to choose, freely, deliberately, and on your own terms. If you're benefiting from our topics, please subscribe, like, and turn on the bell notification so you can see our new videos early.